The cloud here. Hi, everyone. Okay, so welcome to, I think we're week 6 already. I can't believe it. Summer is flying by on detoxing our home and clean living without compromise. We're going to talk a little bit about toxins and how to get our houses clean of toxins. And toxins is one of those things like, yes, it's great to get rid of all, but you know what? Even small, steps, doing one or two make a big difference over time. And so, like, you know what? We're going to, even if you leave here today and you do one new ditch and switch, we've done our job. And so that's kind of where we're kind of going with all this, just one ditch and switch, do one or two, just little things because we really want to get your houses free of toxins. So, of course, we all recognize that this is doTERRA's wellness pyramid. And so we've been talking about over our summer, we've been talking about nutrition and digestion. Next week we're going to talk about movement and metabolism. We talked about rest and managing stress. And today we're going to really focus on reducing toxicity. And so that is really important. And I have both dogs like scratching my legs at the exact same time. I'm like, yay. Okay, guys, go see daddy. Go see daddy. Okay, there we go. They both don't like thunderstorms, so they actually need lavender on them, so that they can actually calm down. Okay, so with supporting the wellness pyramid, doTERRA has products to support us at every single level. And so then we talked about, our nutrition and digestion with VMG. And then this week we're talking about reducing toxicity. We're talking about specifically the stuff on the left side, but I'll briefly chat on the stuff on the right, but we're mostly focusing on the stuff on the left. Is that our toxin-free cleaning products and how to make our own and how to use what we have, to get rid of some of those toxins in our house. Okay, so let's talk about what is a toxin. So toxin is a substance that places undue stress on our body, and they're hidden all around us, and they sneak into all of our cleaning products and our food and the air, so much more. And you know what? A toxin here or there might not seem like a big deal because our bodies are designed to filter and remove toxins. That's our liver's job, right? It starts with the mucous membranes that line our nose, our mouth, or throat. Is the starting block of it, and that's meant to trap the foreign particles. And then inside our digestive tract, there's so many like microorganisms and called probiotics, like the good bacteria that maintain digestive efficiency, that supports our immune system and our immune responses ability. And then our liver and our kidneys identify and eliminate the toxins from our blood. So our body has all these different like layers of protection, but toxins still sneak through. So what's the big deal, right? Are toxins really that bad? So the problem in our modern day is that we're constantly being exposed to them. So it's not that it's just one or two, it's the volume of them. And toxic load is the term that describes the sum of the toxins accumulated within our body and the burden they place on our organs. And the more toxins we're exposed to, the heavier your toxic load becomes as they accumulate. And if your toxic load becomes too heavy for your body, that's when it affects your daily and long-term health. And toxins cause imbalances, have negative effects on our wellness. Um, our body has an overall filtration system for the harmful toxins, but when it's like if you think of like your vacuum, if you've never cleaned it out and it just gets clogged and clogged and clogged and it doesn't work anymore. So that's what happens with toxins. If we overdo it and we don't clean it out, our body gets overrun with toxin, and that's a super high toxic load. So, what are we going to do about it? So, as our toxic load increases, our bodies become less efficient at managing the toxins that it encounters. And when you need your body to be functioning at its best, it's hindered and slow. And that's where you get the negative health effects. When your toxic load is light, your body's more efficient at tackling those toxins. It can get rid of them because it's like, okay, my processes are working good, my wheels are turning well, the toxins come in, but I can deal with them. But it's when they get clogged, that's when it's important because our bodies are made for to be able to manage those toxins and minimize those toxins. But you know what? Some toxin exposure is inevitable, but our goal is to keep it as light as possible. So minimizing exposure to unnecessary toxins so that our body can handle the burden. And when you do this, your body will be faster, more effective at doing what it's designed to do when you do encounter toxins. And this is empowering, is that you can control what you bring into your home. So you may not be able to control every situation of where you go, what you breathe, or what you're exposed to, but you do control what you bring into your home. And and so that's very like you control you make the choice of what you choose to come into your space. And that's what we're going to chat a little bit about today. The stuff that you have choices over. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about air quality. The average adult takes 18,000 to 30,000 breaths a day. We don't think twice about the thousands of breaths we take that keeps us alive. Without air and the earth that we live on, we would cease to exist. So it's essential, obviously, to have access to the life-sustaining power of oxygen. And it's really important to consider the kind of air you're breathing. Though you can't see it, the air around you is full of microscopic elements like pollen and pollutants and toxins. And when you think the air in your home is cleaner and safer than air outside, that belief isn't always true. Indoor air is often more toxic than outdoor air, and even worse, many of the products marketed as keeping your home smelling fresh actually are the causes that spread synthetic harmful chemicals and fumes into your air, exposing you to toxins. And you might be surprised to know toxins like formaldehyde and benzene are commonly found in household products meant for cleaning and freshening the air. It's very scary. So you don't have to worry about if you get rid of the candles and get rid of the air fresheners, then you have to say goodbye to like lovely home scents. No, we can still have amazing, all natural, pure fragrances in our home without the synthetic stuff by using essential oils. So if you're on your computer and you want to scan the QR code, we do have our blend. It's called your diffuser blend guide, and it gives you lots of amazing recipes of how you can blend different essential oils and diffuse. Because when we diffuse, we're breathing in the essential oil. It's bypassing our blood-brain barrier, going through all of our cells. And it's exactly the same as when we breathe in a pure essential oil or when we breathe in a toxic chemical. So when you're breathing in Mr. Clean, those toxins in Mr. Clean are also going through your blood-brain barrier and going into all your cells as well and causing harmful damage. But when we're breathing in like On Guard blend, not only are we breathing an amazing aroma, we're also breathing in cinnamon and wild orange and clove. And those are actually boosting our immune system as we breathe it in. And so it's very antibacterial. It's cleaning the air, cleaning our bodies, boosting our immune system, and having a positive thing. So that's very, very important. So this 100 diffuser blend ideas will also be is a link in our email that goes out later tonight with the recording so that you can actually download it from there as well, because it's really handy to be able to like see like recipes on like which blends, like, oh, apple pie blend, and this is what I'm putting into it, or fresh mountain blend, and this is the 3 oils I'm using, and you can see the different blends. And that's what you're going to replace all those toxin candles and those sprays, the Febrezes, the plugins in our home. All of that can be replaced with a diffuser, some water, and some amazing pure essential oils. So let's also talk about cleaning. So I hit a little bit about it, but just 7% of cleaning products adequately disclose their contents. That's pretty scary, right? According to EWG study, 53% of cleaning products under review contained lung-harming ingredients. Well-known carcinogens like formaldehyde, chloroform were found in a number of cleaners. And we all want that clean home, but at what price? So the love of making everything spick and span could be costing you more than you realize with your health. So you know what? It's no secret that these common household cleaners are so full of toxic ingredients, but because we don't have the right laws in place, it's very misleading, because even the words non-toxic and green, so you're thinking you're buying a non-toxic cleaning product or a green cleaning product, those are still laced with artificial hazardous materials. Just like with essential oils, we always say, just because it says pure on the bottle doesn't mean it's pure. And that's the way it is. And unfortunately, marketing wins. And they know how to market to you. And so we need to undo the marketing and go with what is the truth. We want to know what is in it. EWG is a great little app that you can scan QR codes and actually scores things on how good it is or how bad it is for you. So that's very, very important. We want to know what's bad for you. So many times, especially on all the cleaning products in our grocery store shelves, if you were to buy that exact same product for for a commercial use, so buying it in a pail for commercial use, that commercial use would have this contains this carcinogen, this. It has to list it. They would have the skull, the crossbones on it, and everything. That same product in a little or smaller container on the grocery store shelf does not have any of those warning labels because they're not required by law to do so. And it's very deceptive. And it can be very, very, very hazardous to your health. Like Swiffer Wet Jet. Swiffer Wet Jet has antifreeze in the liquid. And that antifreeze can kill your pet. If you're Swiffering your floor and you're using that liquid and you're going everywhere and it could actually kill your pet, what is it doing to the person, like the child, the toddler that comes, or and puts their hands down and all of we don't know. They're putting their hands down, touching the antifreeze, putting it in their mouth. Now they're getting that. So we really want to be a little bit more knowledgeable over what is in the stuff that we're having. And just because it says stuff doesn't on the label doesn't mean it actually is. And that's where it's very deceptive. So let's look a little bit more. So there is options. So one of my favorite oil blends is what we call doTERRA Abode. Abode stands for the home. So this is an essential oil blend like On Guard. But so On Guard is kind of our immunity blend for our body. And Abode is kind of like the cleaning blend for the home. And Abode doesn't have any of those parabens, formaldehydes, PEGs, dyes, triclosans, synthetic fragrances, phthalates, silicones, petroleum. I mean, all those words, that's in all those cleaning products that you use. And so what it does have in it, it has lime and linseed and cassia and lemon eucalyptus tea tree, all very high in limonol and carvacrol, very antibacterial, antiviral oils like arbor vitae and cilantro. All those things are in it, and it's an amazing blend, and it really does do a great job of cleaning your hair, cleaning your surfaces. I love it in the laundry, so many different things. So with doTERRA, I'm going to give you some DIYs on stuff that you can do for yourself. But for those of you that don't want to do DIYs and do want a natural option, there is natural options from doTERRA. They have a full line of cleaning products. And I think I use every single one. So, and then rather than relying on like plastics, they use like these durable glass bottles with the brushed metal pumps. You can buy them. You can keep pouring in your refills. So those beautiful glass bottles, put your refills in. The refills are easily to be recycled. They're recyclable, so they're very sustainable. But I love all of the cleaning products from doTERRA because they work. They're non-toxic. I don't have to worry about, am I breathing in something that's going to harm me? Am I touching something that's going to harm me? And I'm just not, my lifestyle is not conducive to DIYs, though I have made them. I've made my own dishwasher pods out of necessity. But I mean, so for those of you that really want a great range of all the way done for you, get rid of stuff, get rid of your ditch and switch, getting rid of your Mr. Clean, getting rid of your Pine Sol and all that stuff that you have, and then getting ready-made products for you. That is an option with doTERRA, with both the Abode and with the On Guard blend. And so They both offer natural, non-toxin cleaning and protection. So not one is better than the other, but they do serve a little bit different purposes. Abode is, they have a little bit different ingredients and uses in mind, right? So Abode is dedicated to home cleaning, designed for hard surfaces, dishes, and laundry, using those amazing plant-based ingredients with that herbal citrus aroma. On Guard is more versatile protective blend that does support our immune system while offers that gentle cleaning solution. So it has that warm, spicy aroma, and it's I mean, we use it for everything from like throat drops to surface cleaners, go-to wellness. It's a great oil to have that is so versatile because you can use it for cleaning. You can also use it in your body. You can boost your immune system. So many things. It's such a versatile. I love the On Guard blend. So let's go through some of the awesome DIYs that you guys can do on your own and make your own stuff. So if you don't want to be buying stuff ready-made, let's do some DIYs. So one of them would be like, conventional laundry detergent. So many of them, like I can't use conventional laundry detergent on my skin. It makes me break out in eczema. Even the ones that are like gentle or like baby or anything like that, my skin breaks out in a full rash. So I need all natural laundry soap. And so I use the Abode laundry pods or the On Guard cleaner. I mean, not On Guard clean, On Guard laundry soap. It's also really good. That On Guard laundry detergent is great for stain removing. You can just pour it on and scrub it on, and that stain lifts. Same with the Abode dish soap. That's another one that's really, really good for stains. So even though you think it's for your dishes, putting it on your clothes and getting rid of stains, it works fabulous. So, so many conventional laundry detergents have sulfates in them, so much synthetic fragrances, phenols. So let's make our own or use the Abode ones. So, how do you make your own? You need washing soda and borax, grated castile soap. So we're blessed in Huntsville. We have a place called Sustain. And yeah, Brenda just said the Abode dish soap took paint out of her pants. It sure did. It works awesome. I actually had a jean jacket when we were living in the trailer, and it had leaned against the wall for too long. And it was when I took it out, I guess there was a leak in the trailer, and it had mold all on my good jean jacket. And I'm like, great, I'm gonna have to throw it out. And Brenda was like, no, 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 don't throw it out. Put Abode dish soap all over it. So we put Abode dish soap all over it, put it in the wash, and it came out perfect. So, yay, Abode dish soap for the win in our cleaning our clothes. But if you do want to make, right, Brenda? Yeah, it comes in very handy. We use it for everything.
I got paint from helping Bobby paint her place on my good pants because I didn't bring other pants and I was worried that I was never going to get it out. And I went home, put the Abode dish soap on it, scrubbed it with a little bit of a scrub brush, threw it in the laundry with the dish soap on it, and it came out like brand new.
Brand new. So good. So that dish soap works so good. So yeah, so the Abode, and then, I mean, I just love it. I just get my bottle, I pour it into my different glass bottles, and I mean, we use it everywhere. My entire Airbnb apartment is completely cleaned with doTERRA products. So we don't use anything synthetic in there. We use everything natural, and I clean the whole thing, and it works great. But make your own laundry detergent, you just mix it together, the ingredients, you add your essential oils. The recommended oils for laundry detergent obviously are lavender, lemon, or Purify cleansing blend. Purify is very similar to Abode. It's slightly different. Purify is really, really good at removing smells from the environment. I like to put Purify on a paper towel inside the bottom of my garbage cans. So before the bag goes in, so when the garbage can is clean, you put a paper towel down, you put 3 or 4 drops of Purify, and then you put the bag in, and it locks the nasty garbage smell. It just absorbs it, and it works so good. Purify is also great to add to baking soda and putting a little bit in shoes that are very, very smelly, or on a paper towel and inside those sneakers that are really smelly. It helps trap those smells. So that's how you can really simply make your own laundry soap. I have yet to try it, but my friend Libs, she does make her own laundry soap. Same with my friend Daphne in Calgary. They make their own laundry soap, and it's really easy and it's very affordable when you make it yourself, when you just have the ingredients and you add your oils. Another thing that I love is our On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. And this is also on sale this week till Friday. And one thing you can do with it, now I use it, um, Elaine puts Purify in the laundry. Yeah, it's so good. The cleaner concentrate I use for everything. Like it cleans a tub like no tomorrow, like 3 or 4 drops, and you take a cloth and all that grime and all that stuff comes right off. It works so good. I use just like 2 or 3 drops in the toilet bowl and I scrub it. We go through quite a bit of cleaner concentrate. And so you can actually also use cleaner concentrate as a dish soap. You can use cleaner concentrate in as a vegetable wash, but you can also make your own tough job kitchen spray. So if you don't want the Abode all-purpose spray and you want to make your own, if you just want one cleaner for kind of everything, get the On Guard cleaner concentrate because it works so good. I have it in concentrate form. I also pour it in a glass spray jar and I put like just a little bit, maybe like 10 drops of the cleaner concentrate, fill it with water, and I use that for like surfaces. But this is even better. For really tough jobs, you would use 1 cup of white vinegar, 2 cups of hot water, 2 tablespoons of the cleaner concentrate, and 15 drops of lemon. And you put it in a glass spray bottle, and you can use it for inside like your microwave, your oven, your trash bin. Allow to sit for a few minutes, then scrub and wipe clean using a damp cloth. So this is for those really tough jobs. If you just have a lighter job, you can just use water and the On Guard cleaner concentrate. Then this is one of my favorites. I love this one. Get rid of all those dryer sheets. Get rid of those beads. Those beads are horrendous for you. They are so full of synthetic fragrances that disrupt your hormones and cause all kinds of health issues. I once bought a sweater on eBay. It was such a good deal. It was a Lululemon sweater I had tried to find and find and find. And so I bought on eBay. It had been washed with those beads. And I think it took me 15 washes before I could get that fragrance out to such a place that I could actually wear it without getting a headache. And so those synthetic things and all of those beads that you put in your laundry, do not use them. They are very, very, very toxic. So if you want nice, like fluffy towels that smell great, great bed sheets, use this citrus laundry softener. So it is so, so, so easy. It is just white vinegar in a glass jar. And then you put in your essential oils. And it says use citrus peels, but I don't do that. I just use essential oils. I actually probably put I have a very big glass jar and I probably put in like 10 drops of each oil, but you don't even need to. You can just use 3 drops of lemon, 3 drops of lime, 3 drops of grapefruit and let it sit. And then you're just adding um, like a little bit of like a tablespoon at a time inside where you would put your softener. It does say let it sit a week before you use it because then that's really infusing the citrus essential oils into the vinegar for when you're using it. And so then you just use about a tablespoon in that softener cup of your wash when you're putting on your wash. And it leaves your clothes soft. It reduces, it just has such a nice fragrance. It's great for sensitive skin, especially like me who can't tolerate any of that. It also, with the vinegar, it also contains acetic acid, and that removes leftover detergent and mineral deposits. A lot of times when you're using like toxic laundry detergent, you don't realize that it's leaving a deposit on your clothes. And that's called like that leftover detergent, that mineral deposit, that's what's making you itch and scratch and not feel good. And so with the white vinegar, that strips that extra soap stuff and mineral deposits off. And so, it does depend obviously on the way your laundry does work because you can use it during the final rinse cycle, manually add the vinegar mixture. But if your washer has one, add it to that fabric softener cup, because then it knows to like disperse that like right at the right time. And if you don't, then add it into a fabric softener little ball, and you can put it in with your clothes in the beginning. So, it does depend on the size of your load. Like if you're doing a really huge load, you can use up to a quarter of a cup. If you're doing a small load, back down to like that 1 tablespoon, 1 to 2 tablespoons. Um, your laundry should not smell like vinegar when it's done. If it smells like vinegar, you use too much, right? You don't need that much to actually get the results that you actually want. So with that, so it works great. So get yourself a glass jar, fill it with vinegar, put in your citrus oils, let it sit for a week, and then don't use fabric softener, beads, dryer sheets anymore. So in the dryer, you want to be using wool dryer balls. So this week, wool dryer balls with On Guard are also on sale, 30% off. So if you need wool dryer balls, that's a great thing to get. You can also get them anywhere. Like you can get them on Amazon, New Zealand wool dryer balls. Add your essential oils to them. One thing to note when you're putting essential oils on wool dryer balls, not all the oil, like it doesn't really come off, but every now and then, if you're using an oil, like I used Sunny Citrus, I thought, wow, I want my laundry to smell like Sunny Citrus. Well, Sunny Citrus is a yellow oil. And so I did get a little bit of yellow spots on my white sheets. So it's better when you put the oil on the dryer balls to actually just kind of rub the dryer balls together like this, just to make sure that it's not sitting on the surface of the dryer balls, and then they release the nice fragrance without getting any oil residue on your clothing or your sheets. That was really the only time I ever noticed, but I won't be using Sunny Citrus anymore. Use clear oils. Another really good one is an oven cleaner. So if you don't have, even if you have a self-cleaning ovens, when you burn at that high temperature to get it to clean, what it's releasing is extraordinarily toxic. That's why they actually say like you should never do it and be home. Like you have to open up all the windows, you have to air it out. You can't have birds in the house when you're doing it because the birds will die. So it's actually better to make your own oven cleaner and just clean it that way rather than using those self-cleaning options. But for those of us that don't have self-cleaning options, this is really good. So you just use baking soda, coarse salt, liquid dish soap, and lemon essential oil. You combine it all to make a really thick paste, and you apply a generous layer to the inside of the oven. Let it sit for several hours, and then just take a hot water cloth and it will wipe clean. And it actually works really good. You can use a little bit of a brush if you need to use a brush, but the baking soda, the coarse salt, the lemon, and the dish soap, it works so good in cleaning out your oven and who wants to do that, right? It's not fun, but this does make it smell great and make it a little easier in a non-toxic way, right? So I am going to give you guys all, if you have your phones and you want to scan the QR code, but in today's, with recording, you're also going to get the ebook, Cleaning with Essential Oils. It has lots of recipes in it that you can save, you can print off, and have lots of different DIYs. Even with, cleaning mirrors and glass, I use lemon oil, water, and vinegar. And I use about 3/4 water and a quarter vinegar and like 30 drops of lemon. And with a microfiber cloth, you can clean your stainless steel, you can clean your windows, you can clean your shower glass, your mirrors. It works fantastic. And it's literally just white vinegar, water, and lemon oil. Like it costs barely anything. And it's doing such a great job. And so, that's what I use on we have glass shower doors in the Airbnb apartment. And if anybody knows, like when you don't wipe down glass shower doors, you get those like watermarks and scum everywhere, and it can be very hard to clean. And the water with lemon and vinegar just wipes it right off. And it just looks so good and clean. It works so great. It's so affordable. So I use 30 drops of oil in my, I'm trying to think of it. It's probably a 250 milliliter spray bottle. So I'm filling 3/4 with water, 1/4 vinegar, and about 30 drops of lemon to make that spray. And we make it all the time. We use it for so many things. So I always have one spray bottle that's lemon and vinegar and water, one spray bottle that is water and On Guard cleaner. And those two we just use all the time. And then on the tubs, I just use the On Guard cleaner concentrate straight. Just a few drops in, wipe it out. Toilet bowl, I use the On Guard cleaner concentrated straight, just 3 or 4 drops. And then the actual all around the toilet and the toilet seat and everything, I'm using my On Guard cleaner spray that's diluted. Same with the sink. And so you really can clean so good. Like even like your mop bucket, if you mop floors, you can put in just like a few drops of dish soap, fill it with water, and then 3 or 4 drops of the actual On Guard oil or the On Guard cleaner concentrate and mop all your floors. And you're sanitizing everything. You're getting rid of all of like 99.99% of the bacteria. It's so affordable. It's so good for you. You feel good cleaning. My sister said this to me once. When she cleaned her house, toxin-free one time, the very first time, she's like, I dreaded cleaning all the time. And this is the first time I cleaned and I felt good cleaning because you're breathing in all of this amazing essential oils, not all the toxins. And you just feel so good. Like you're boosting your immune system while you're cleaning. And so, that it has a lot of benefit. And I remember once when we removed all the toxins from the house. We started to clean naturally right at the beginning. And then we didn't know what to do with all of the old cleaners that we had. So I shoved them in the back because you can't even throw them in the garbage. Like it's against the law. Like it's so toxic. You have to take it to like those days where you can get rid of chemicals, right? And so I shoved in the back. And then one day my husband just, I don't know, he was cleaning, he didn't even think. And he just went kind of reverted backwards and he grabbed the Lysol. No, it was lavender pine sol. He grabbed it from the very back and he mopped with this. And he totally forgot, like we weren't using that anymore. And within 15 minutes, we all had headaches. And we didn't realize that when we actually got it out of our environment, when you put it back in, what it does do to you. And so that's really important. There's stories of moms when they had kids that were constantly getting sick, getting sick, getting sick, getting sick, next infection, next infection, next infection. And when they got rid of the candles that they were burning in their home, their kids all improved because candles also release toxins constantly. It's like you're just burning toxins into the environment, into the environment. So get rid of the toxin cleaning products. Get rid of the candles. Get rid of those Glade plugins. Get rid of what does everybody want? Bath and Body Works soaps. Get rid of them. Get yourself some On Guard foaming hand wash and some of the dispensers that are on sale this week and make it so much more affordable. It smells great and you're not putting toxins on your hands and toxins in the bathroom. It was always this big fad about Bath and Body Works and the foaming hand soap, and it's like so bad for you. I can't go anywhere near that store in the mall anymore. Now that I have really removed toxins from my environment, I don't use synthetic perfumes. I don't put anything with perfume, any kind of synthetic perfume on my body or in my environment. And so when I'm exposed to it now, I'm super sensitive. Like I can't walk through the perfume aisle of a department store without having some kind of like headache getting triggered because of those toxin perfumes. So I use essential oils as my perfume. I use all natural and so cleaning products and face products, everything I put on my hair, everything I put on my skin. Yeah, Brenda says she has her own On Guard soap at the school because she can't even use the soap there without feeling sick. And it's so true. Like, I had a little my niece's little girl when COVID hit and they were like they were using that hand sanitizer everywhere, right? In the classroom, just constant hand sanitizer, hand sanitizer. And her little hands were so cracked and bleeding from the eczema. And it was so painful for her. And I said, okay. And I gave the mom an On Guard mist and a hand cream. And I said, you tell the teacher that your daughter's not allowed anything but this hand sanitizer and this hand cream. And within 3 or 4 days, her hands improved and healed up. And they did not allow any more of that hand sanitizer, that toxic alcohol hand sanitizer on her skin anymore because it was just really ruining her. So, really important what we put in and on our body. I will be doing a little bit of teaching, probably in the fall, on like the toxins that we put on our face and on our body and how to remove, how to get rid of some of those stuff too, right? Like you want your shampoo to be clean and natural and your conditioner, because all of that, your skin, people have to remember your skin is your largest organ. And so everything that you do and touches your skin is absorbing. And so even your sunscreen, you want it to be natural. And so you got to be careful of what you put on your skin, what you breathe in, what you're using it for cleaning, what are you using for all those things, because you don't want to get to that toxic overload. So again, when we talk about essential oils, it is really, really important to talk about purity, because I think so many people don't realize they get hung up on pure, the word pure. And it's like I saw even on I think it was like I'm on all of these different Facebook groups, and somebody was selling something and they were selling this kit of essential oils, and you see on it right away 100% pure. And I'm like, if the people only realize that that is not true. It's not true. It's like it only has to be 5% pure to say pure on the bottle, to say pure on the package. And they wonder why this not working. You say that you can use peppermint for headaches or you can use this, and it's not working. It's making me feel sick. And all the people that are saying, so many times we hear, oh, I can't handle fragrance of any sort. You're right. You really can't handle fragrance of any sort because fragrance is so toxic for you. And so you need to get rid of all that and only make sure that they are certified pure tested grade. We only trust doTERRA because we know that the doTERRA difference, that we preserve it's pure, because purity affects the safety, the effectiveness, and the potency. And this industry is so littered with adulteration and contamination. And because there's no regulation in the market at all, anybody can say anything, right? And so pure essential oils are costly to produce. And so many times with unscrupulous buyers and brokers, they try to lower the cost by, adding other substances and diluting and adulterating because they want to make more profit. And so that's very important. And with every batch of doTERRA, we know, like, because doTERRA does not go through the middlemen. They buy the oil at the source. They test it right there at the farmer. They teach the farmers how to grow the best quality product to get the best quality oils, that it's that same chemistry every single time. And every batch of doTERRA essential oil undergoes rigorous third-party and internal testing to ensure that they're free of adulteration and contamination of any kind. And so from the source to you, we know that doTERRA are 100% certified pure, because you can have the peace of mind. That's why we can tell you, you can take this oil internally. I would never tell you to take anything internally unless I knew it was pure. But at the same time, you shouldn't be putting it on your skin or breathing it in if it's not pure. So, we really have to be careful about sourcing the very pure essential oils. That doTERRA works so hard. They've cut out the middlemen and they work directly with those farmers and harvesters. They pay fair on-time wages. They develop long-term partnerships that we know that we're going to get these oils all the time, right? And this approach means that they monitor the purity right from the start of the source. So you can always go to a website called source2u.com. So if you go to www.source2u.com, and on the bottle of every single essential oil is a little number. And I bet you don't even know that there's a number there, but there's a number. And if you put that number in the website, source2u.com, it will tell you all the testing that specific bottle of oil went through, so that you can be very confident that you're getting the best pure essential oil. So when it comes to toxic load, it can feel overwhelming, but you know what? Let's just do little things at a time. Take out the old plugins, throw them in the garbage, all those Febreze stuff, and all those Glades, that little tree that hangs in your car, get rid of it. Those stuff you can get rid of. and let's start to diffuse. There's, you know, put in a diffuser with some essential oils and start to diffuse that to make your house smell amazing and fresh. There's these little clips that you can buy that go in your vents in your car that you can drop essential oils on. I think you can get them on Amazon. They're so cheap. They got little felt pads on them. You can clip them on your vents in your car, put in your peppermint, put on your wild orange, and then when you turn the vent in your car, it's releasing amazing essential oils. So those are just little things you can do. Also, change out your cleaners. Get rid of it. Buy lemon oil. Buy On Guard Cleaner Concentrate, especially now that it is on sale until Friday. Get yourself On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. Here, this is my, yeah, whoops. Don't jump. Don't jump. Don't jump. Nope. It's now it's got a mind of its own, doesn't it? It just has a mind of its own. Okay, where's the slide that I want? It just disappeared. There we, nope. Yes, this is the one I want. So this is all of the products on sale in Canada till Friday. And so some of them are 30% off, some of them are 15% off. Some of them are 5% off. The mouthwash is sold out, unfortunately. But all of the other stuff, I haven't heard this sold out yet, but you can get your laundry soap, you can get your On Guard Cleaner Concentrate, your On Guard toothpaste, your foaming hand wash. You can either get the dual pack if you already have the dispensers, or you can get the dispensers with the single pack. You can get the On Guard with the dryer balls, or just the On Guard and the On Guard roller, the stronger roller for kids, the On Guard hand sanitizer. And so you can also get the On Guard foaming hand wash in a concentrate. So there's two of them, the darker brown, more translucent bottle that's not concentrated, and the more aluminum, smaller bottle that is concentrated. Either one, they both work very, very good. They're both super effective. It's just whatever your preference is. But this is a great place to start. So pick something and ditch and switch. And, you know, you're going to get my 2 free ebooks. Make your diffuser blends. Be creative. Use the oils that you have and try to, you know, freshen up your home. Put your diffuser on. Pick your mood. Pick your scent that you want to smell for that day. But get rid of the toxins. Get rid of the dryer sheets. Get yourself some wool dryer balls. Get some lemon oil in a glass spray bottle and start cleaning your mirrors and your windows and your glass. And you're going to thank me because it's going to be amazing. So I hope you guys learned something today. I'm going to stop the recording while let me just try to figure out how to do this. I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to stop the recording, and I'm going to